Should ladies change their middle name after marriage? Should they change their name after marriage?
You mean their maiden name?
Names, yes.
Okay. For me, it's not compulsory. A lady can choose to bear her maiden name. A lot of other people choose to make a combination of their maiden name as their husband's name, surname. Like Ngozi Okonjo Iweala, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. You get all those kind of things. So it can be a combination of both, or a woman can elect to answer her father's name. Just continue with the name she's known for, especially those who are already in the professional sphere, like let's say a professor, someone who is a professor, and then you want to maintain that name that you've been known for, because at the course of writing, you must have written a lot of research works with that particular name. So when you change it, it becomes another different thing. That is when you can still maintain it, for the at least for the sake of the profession. But I must also tell you that changing of maiden name in marriage is not an Igbo culture. It's an imported European culture.
Okay, yes.
Yes, it's an imported European culture.
Because actually the whole Europe, sir.
Some part of Europe, though. Yes, because in the Igbo culture, a woman is known by her father's name.
Yes.
You get the point. So you see that is when the people will even prefer to call you your name based on Ngozi Wayamich or Wayamich. Yes, they can even refer you Imago. All those unnecessary documentation, they were not existent then. So people call you either the name from where you're from, or the name of your child, or if they want to call you in full, they call you by your father's name. Because my own mother, apart from later being Christian into giving a Christian name and then being forced to bear my father's surname, because they wanted to yes.
No,
do you understand?
And now she bears
Yeah. But when people in her circle of friends wants to call her, or even women in that village that were older than her, her name or you just see her, you just see them call her Isidoko. Do you understand me? Now that Iside is her name. The Oko is not my father's surname. The Oko is her father's surname.
Okay, but the problem now is in the contemporary world where we are. This could be a very big problem. It could lead to divorce sometimes when
no, it's not that. It's as a result of myopia and lack of information. Because if we've been nurtured already in the European culture, so we're more European than the Europeans themselves. Do you understand?
In some cultures, like I think in Asia, I think in Japan, in some places, once you are married, during the marriage registry, you will register your husband's son. I think it's legal in some of those places, like in Japan, it's very legal
that you must change to your husband's surname.
Yes, when you are married.
Well, even the modern Igbo culture. Emma, when I'm talking about a woman retaining her maiden name even in marriage, was a kind of an old practice. But culture evolves over time, and I think the European culture actually overrode that aspect of the naming of that change of name.
Now,
there was nothing like Abedi document to give your formal name, so they only refer you by what they know.
But even in Nigeria, it's not compulsory, because once you are married, you have to go for change of name.
It's not nobody compels you to go
the laws are you have to do the change of name
before what? I think what entitles you, what makes you a married person is akwụkwọ anyị na from registry, marriage certificate. That is what makes it makes your marriage authentic and safe. If you look at the ancient naming tradition, I'm from the family of Naman Waburuka. Do you understand me? Now, if you look at the way my father was named, Ukede Naman, because his father is Naman, something. You get the point. Now, his own is Ukede Naman. Now, I am supposed to be Mother Buchi Naman or Wuku or whatever. But I chose to be like the Okorie you see as attached to my son name. It's my father's direct name. Because if I was to bear my grandfather's name, what I would bear is Okorie, Mother Buchi Naman. But you see, we took Okorie, which is his direct name.
Okay, now let's think about another angle to this thing now. What if the guys change their name to the female? The female name. I think some cultures they are like that also.
African culture will never permit such.
But these days you see guys changing their name when some people get married. Like especially the guys.
You will change the name to the wife's name.
No, not necessarily to the wife's name. Like the way you answer Abuchi now, attach one English name to it. So Abuchi Brown, or Abuchi James, Abuchi.
Yes.
Abuchi. Away from people in the family, so they start.
Maybe he will change his name entirely. But that is entirely.
It's not possible. It's not possible. Guys can change to the girls.
No, you see, in Igbo culture, it's not permissible.
Talking about what is Igbo culture.
You have to look at
what age of gender equality.
Which gender equality are you talking? Gender bullshit. Listen, we are talking about what is culturally allowed. What is permissible by culture. You can't tell me that I get married to a woman and then the woman has said I'm going to change my own son name.
So you don't say any.
Why do you have woman my bride and be whatever?
Okay, but you don't say
if she wants me to change my
you don't say anything. You don't say anything wrong with your wife getting her father's name.
No, personally, there is the single.
Personally, I don't say anything wrong.
I don't know if you like self. It's even easier that when I want to divorce you, you just go our separate way.
I prefer this one.
Okay, just imagine, for instance,
now. When they are penned.
Should I ask you something? You know, people don't know. They think divorce, marriage, and remarriage is a new trend in Igbo culture. It's not. If you go back early in time, you see a situation where a woman has been married to like 3 or 4 men, and then she has born children for 3 or 4 of those men. Okay, that means if she has been changing her names, now assuming she got married to 4 men, she will change one Ruth. Then she will now leave one
Okorie
marry Okorie Ruth. She will now change her name to Okorie Ruth.
Weke Ruth.
You know, continually.
Basi Ruth.
Especially in a situation where there are very terrible marriages this time around. You know,
and it's very funny, but you know, the way we are viewing this is quite different from the way some guys. This is not easy for some people to just accept.
It's ego.
Yeah.
I would prefer that if you retain your father's name
and attach your own a little bit.
No, if you like, don't attach.
But don't you think
it's your personal
to maintain like sometimes for recognition and all this kind of things.
Which recognition? Are you Dangote?
When they want to introduce
Mr.
and Mrs.
No, what they introduce is Mr. and Mrs. Mother Buchi. My own covers it.
Your own cover. They say Mr.
It will cover it now. Will you say Mr. and Mrs.? You say Ngozi Chukwu, my wife. You cannot.
It's possible. The age of gender was very possible.
No, that is only game one.
If the MC is a feminist, MC can
gender, email that day, Mona give a problem. Gender equality, you get the point. Okay.
But I think we should
gender equality. The other day, I can go Wunchi na my place. Why I can't go the
No, wait. But I think this issue of change of name is something that If a woman prefers to keep her name, it shouldn't be a problem.
See, if she prefers to keep her father's name, son name,
It shouldn't be a
that is
problem.
her maiden name,
Yeah.
I don't see an issue with it. Like I've told you, it's an ancient Igbo culture where a woman retains her father's name.
Yes. It's not.
It's not something out of place that might maybe so a woman I get married to decides to retain her father's name. It's okay. It is nothing. But now the thing is, my children will not bear her father's name.
Yeah, they will bear
my name.
That is very common in almost across all the cultures.
Yes, but if you also look at some other aspect of Igbo culture, especially where what's it called? Where a man has multiple wives. That is in the case, maybe in reference purpose. It's just like I told you now. Assuming if from the name I'm hailed, maybe in the village now you can trace
your lineage.
Yes, how it started. Now I be asking now, what ujene obishia again.
And what you are saying to say is that the same thing should apply to the female. So with
yes,
that,
of course you can always trace.
I think I'm more comfortable with them just attaching.
Do you know
instead
that
of removing their own son?
For instance, now in the north, you are most likely to see a man bearing Danjuma Kaduna or Danjuma Daura. When you look at it now, you see the naming pattern. So it's not a must that you must change your name to make our marriage official. You can decide to retain your father's name. After all, your father is not a goat; he's a human being too. You can retain his own name.